The Hobbit is a film series consisting of 3 fantasy adventure films directed by Peter Jackson, titled An Unexpected Journey, The Desolation of Smaug, and The Battle of the Five Armies. It is based on J.R.R. Tolkien's 1937 novel The Hobbit. The series grossed an enormous profit estimated at $2.932 billion against a budget estimated at $675 million. The Hobbit, directed by Peter Jackson, screenplay, Peter Jackson, Fran Walsh, Philippa Boyens, Guillermo del Toro, cast, Martin Freeman, Richard Armitage, Ian McKellen, Benedict Cumberbatch, Aidan Turner, Andy Serkis, Elijah Wood, Cate Blanchett, Christopher Lee, Hugo Weaving. Story events. Bilbo Baggins leads a quiet, comfortable life in his cozy hobbit hole at Bag End. Bilbo is a hobbit, a small, plump human-like creature with furry feet and a great love for good food and drink. Bilbo was content with life at Bag End until one day his peace was disrupted by the arrival of an old wizard named Gandalf, who convinced Bilbo to embark on an adventure with a group of 13 warrior dwarves. The dwarves were on a grand quest to reclaim their treasure from a plundering dragon named Smaug, and had chosen Bilbo to be responsible for stealing the treasure back from Smaug. The dwarves were skeptical of Gandalf's choice, and Bilbo was extremely terrified of leaving his peaceful life to seek adventure. Gandalf assured them that there was more to this small hobbit than met the eye. Shortly after the group set out, they were captured by 3 hungry trolls, except for Gandalf. Gandalf tricked the trolls into staying out until dawn, despite being nocturnal creatures, and the sunlight turned them to stone. The group found a large cache of weapons in the trolls' camp, and Gandalf and the dwarf leader, Thorin, took enchanted swords, while Bilbo took a small sword for himself. They all rested at the elven stronghold of Rivendell, where they received some advice from the elven lord Elrond before setting off to cross the misty mountains. During the snowstorm, they found refuge in a cave, but a group of goblins who lived in the caves between the mountains took them prisoner. Gandalf led the dwarves to a passage out of the mountains, but they accidentally left Bilbo behind. Bilbo found a strange golden ring on the ground as he wandered the tunnels and pocketed it. He then encountered a hissing, whining creature named Gollum, who lived in a lake inside the caves, hunting fish and goblins. Gollum tried to eat Bilbo, then agreed to a game of riddles to determine Bilbo's fate. Bilbo won by hesitantly asking, "What have I got in my pocket now?" Gollum wanted to eat Bilbo anyway, but vanished suddenly to retrieve his lost magical ring, which was the same ring Bilbo had found. Bilbo used the ring to escape from Gollum and the goblins, then found a tunnel leading him out of the mountains, where he reunited with Gandalf and the dwarves. They were then pursued by a pack of evil wolves known as wargs, but reached safety with the help of a group of giant eagles and a shapeshifter named Bjorn, who could turn from a man into a bear. After that, the group entered the dark forest of Mirkwood, and Gandalf left them to attend to some urgent matters, exacerbating their peril. The dwarves were ensnared in giant spider webs, and Bilbo had to save them using his sword and the magic ring.